Bonjour, bonjour. J'espère que vous allez bien. Bon, on prend la deuxième partie d'hier.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
Ah,
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated
il faut faire gaffe.
Metal Gear Ray as a
Parce que là,
counter
ils sont peuplés. Là.
Il
Il n'y avait pas le mec à Platson, c'est chouette.
Another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Il faut les marcher.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of
Bonjour, bonjour. Là, c'est
Time to save?
à chaque état.
You know the story about Achilles in Paris? The moral here is well, something about his heel. Anyway, even the great and virtually immortal hero Achilles
Je
was
me souviens de la cinématique, elle dure 20 minutes
Talk about
ici.
a dangerous
20
city.
minutes.
So
T'as le
don't
temps de
get
te faire un
complacent.
café,
The
d'aller
mission can
manger, de
turn
prendre
around
un
and
bain.
get you.
Wasn't Paris a person?
What?
Paris. I thought he was a...
Snake. There's a time and a place for conspiracy theories. Please, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Huh? Sorry.
Aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of raid. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Je me souviens.
Not to mention interference from a major
Marcher
player.
comme ça.
But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear
Et là, il faut
proliferation.
rester caché là.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
Dis-y ça.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Faut prendre les photos devant, à droite et à gauche, je me souviens. Il y a un succès, il y a un trophée à faire.
Metal Gear.
Si je me souviens.
I have a daughter.
On va faire la sauvegarde.
Time to save?
Ça va être chaud pour faire la photo ici.
Do you know the saying, those who walk 100 leagues think not that their journey is half ended until the 90th league? That means... what does it mean? Okay, it means that if you're planning to walk that far, you better damn well know how to do simple arithmetic. Study, stay in school.
This seems to be getting more and more random.
Correction. It's becoming more deep. Trust me.
And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children.
Ils l'ont changé, ça?
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Huh? You haven't taken a single photo. There's no point in using this terminal if you don't have anything to send. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front,
Ah, il nous
and
faut
the front left,
l'angle
and a
vent
close-up
droit
of
de
the
la...
Marines
Attends.
marking on the prototype. Get the prototype on camera.
Experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a...
Oups. Je suis trompé d'escalier, c'était celui à gauche. Hein? Je suis trompé d'escalier.
Respond. Snake? Snake!
Je suis trompé d'escalier, c'est celui à gauche qu'il faut.
And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war.
Freeze.
As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Non! Putain, comment on fait pour changer d'angle?
And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a
Putain,
father, I want to
c'est
leave a
quoi
better
le
world for the
bouton
future
pour
generation.
reculer, quoi?
As a
Mettez-le.
soldier, I know that is my duty. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the Great Manta Ray.
Good.
Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses.
Oh, il y a un
The
escalier
official
là.
reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads.
Il est où l'escalier là?
But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover.
Non mais tu te fous de ma gueule, le fils de pute là. Tu ne voyais pas tout à l'heure. Putain, mais ils ont changé l'escalier quoi. Il n'y a plus d'escalier à droite, à gauche.
Snake, respond.
Ah,
Snake.
ça casse les couilles de pas faire. Ça casse les couilles.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious.
Snake,
Unlike the
arrête,
Army's
c'est
Rex,
conneries.
it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
Mais c'est quoi ces conneries là? Ils ont enlevé les escaliers. Il n'y a même plus l'échelle, il n'y a plus rien.
Identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower.
Il n'y a
It is
plus rien
the
pour
ultimate
monter.
weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that
Mais
means.
il y a un problème, le jeu. Le jeu a un problème.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children
Avant, il y avait des
experience
escaliers
the
ici.
horror of nuclear war.
Bon, moi je monte.
As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Regarde, il n'y a plus rien. Il n'y a plus rien pour monter. Bon, moi c'est ici, c'est pas autrement. Ah, il y a un problème là. Le jeu il est bugué quoi. Le jeu est bugué. Il n'y a plus les escaliers, il n'y a plus l'échelle, il n'y a plus rien. Tu peux pas monter.
Snake, respond. Snake.
Bon bah moi je vais abandonner. Je vais me faire rembourser le jeu puis c'est tout. Je vais abandonner. Il y a un problème, le jeu a un problème.
And it is my greatest wish
Regarde.
never to have her or
Il n'y a
her
même plus
children
l'escalier, tu peux même pas monter.
experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future
Moi, je vais prendre
generation.
mon temps.
As a
Tant que
soldier,
j'ai pas trouvé les
I know
escaliers, je prends
that
mon
is
temps.
my duty.
Et le jeu, il a un problème.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Je vais pas monter en haut pour te faire plaisir.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given
Regarde,
did not, of
avant,
course,
t'avais des
include the
escaliers.
development of Metal Gear Rex and
C'était plus ça.
next-generation nuclear warhead.
Aujourd'hui, le jeu, il est complètement refait à la ramasse.
But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costing his influence in the political community.
Good.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right. Front. Down. Right. Front. Left.
Good.
Down.
Voilà, ça, on a tout.
Let's continue.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? And the next one is... This is great! The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, what am I seeing now? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? Next up is... Oh, I don't think we can use this.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
Good.
Intruder to the left!
Non mais... Ouh, l'autre il se retourne au moment que j'ai en train de faire mon truc. Ouh.
Snake, respond! Snake? Snake!
Ça remonte pas pendant que je fais mon truc, quoi.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater.
Good.
Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system Identifies targets with
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first image is... We only need one good shot of the lettering. The next image is... You're...
unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Mais putain! Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh! Arrête! Arrête! Ah, ça m'énerve, ça. L'autre, il mange des photos! T'es pire qu'une gonzesse, toi! Ah, putain, on a pas que ça à foutre! Ah!
Looks
Cross
like I have your
Compton.
photos now.
Non, c'est bon, je te les ai
ultimate
donnés.
weapon. And it is yours
Putain,
to
mais
guard.
ça, il comprend
Like
pas
you're
ce qu'on
all
lui
thinking
donne,
what that
celui-là.
means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray. After the
Good.
Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Mantle. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Good.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses.
Non, mais qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, lui?
The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and Next Generation Nuclear
Dégage,
Warriors.
non.
But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community. You must be tense.
Good.
Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left.
Non, non! Tu te retournes pas pendant
Right.
que je fais mon truc.
Front. Up. Front.
Good.
Getting back to the topic at hand. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory
Good.
taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability.
Nick,
NMD
mais bien.
technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct,
Good.
it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to fly.
Ah, il est chiant, lui. Il faut ci, il faut ça, quoi. Je les ai fait, gauche, droite, pas au milieu, tout ce que tu veux. T'es con ou change de lunettes, hein? Ah.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a
Bonjour,
look.
bonjour,
The
Trace,
first one
comment
I'm
tu vas?
seeing is...
Ça va.
Oh.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Rex.
Allez, bonne cinématique pendant 20 minutes.
That is all. Dismissed.
Ça va durer 20 minutes, la cinématique. Voilà, Loïc.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Mon grand-père. Ouais, ça va, ça va. Ouais. Ah, succès. Voilà. Western Spaghetti. Ah.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Ah, il est beau. Ah, il est beau. Hein. Pour un grand master, dis donc, il est beau. Ouais. 19,99 €, les... 19,99 € la collection. Au lieu de 50.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as
Ça
Chelyabinsk,
commence à me casser les couilles,
research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
J'espère que ça va vous plaire. Bah, on a commencé le 3, mais j'en commence par le 2 et on finira le 3 après.
Yes.
Alors le 1, on va finir.
To the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo.
Attends, dans la collection 4, que le 4 arrive.
Have you sold us out?
Ah, il arrive là cette année.
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidas?
No hard feelings, Colonel.
Ah bah le 4, je vais me le faire direct.
Mother Russia can rock.
J'ai rien à foutre des droits d'auteur. Hein.
Since when, Ocelot?
Je couperai pas les musiques pour leur faire
I'm glad
plaisir.
you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one. Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
j'ai le temps de me faire 5 cafés, de prendre un bain, puis revenir après.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitors! Stop!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Cinématique, c'était incroyable à cette époque. Kojima savait bien. Liquide. Oh. Liquide steak.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Je suis en train de faire mon petit déjeuner.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Snake!
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Snake!
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Deux secondes, là, je fais quelques... Ah, putain. Ouais. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour, personne qui a 2 minutes. Hein. Pendant les 20 minutes cinématiques, j'ai eu le temps de faire tous mes réglages, de faire mon café et de déjeuner. J'ai eu le temps de tout faire en même temps. Attends, que je me souviens... Qu'est-ce que tu me fais?
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Putain, mais nage! Ok, mais a un truc au fond, si je me souviens. Qu'est-ce qu'il attend? Ah, ils sont en promo sur Xbox, hein. Profitez-en vite. Hein. Si vous voulez avoir tous les jeux, faites vite. Hein. Parce que mardi, ils seront plus en promo. Ils repassent à 50 €. Ah, mais... Prends l'autre. Voilà. Je crois qu'on peut pas passer. J'ai de me souvenir où il y a tous les secrets du jeu. Ça fait des années que j'ai pas touché. Par contre, mais lève-toi. Bon, attends, je vais vérifier un truc. Est-ce qu'on peut sauvegarder? Ah, on peut pas sauvegarder? Ah, ils ont enculés, là. Ah, te faut 3 heures pour faire une putain de porte.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Il nous le fait à la Metal Gear.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say...
Ah, je me rappelle, il y a un rasoir à prendre ici, puis il faut lui donner.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data process into practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you
Ça parle
access
beaucoup,
to
hein,
the
je vous
node.
préviens.
Complete the procedure before those sentries gain
Pendant un moment,
consciousness.
ça va vous
If
expliquer
they
tout le
spot
système du
you,
jeu.
you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Un truc à vérifier. Fais attention parce qu'il y a les mecs là. De côté. Oh, mais tu vas fermer ta gueule et
Right, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are
Je vais faire
marked
quelque chose,
Russian
ça m'en
weapons.
empêche.
How
Quoi.
can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to
Ah,
weaponry and
dépêche-toi
gear.
un peu là. Sûr qu'il se réveille pas pendant que je fais mon truc. Là. Hein? Ah, clo-clo. Ah, voilà. Connem. Alors, attends. P, il est où le P? Ah. Ta gueule, toi. Je t'ai pas dit de te mettre autrement. Lui, c'est ça. Ouais. Comment on fait pour revenir en arrière? Voilà. Tac, 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 tac. Ah, on peut pas mettre la nuit? Non.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now.
Voilà, bonjour, bonjour
Remember your
Sabrina,
VR training
bonjour, comment tu vas?
sessions? The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
Sabrina qui me parle en
The big
anglais.
shell's
Hello.
layout map should now be
Bonjour.
available after touching the start button.
Attends, le
How do I
casting, là,
save the
bonjour.
mission data?
I've set aside proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
Comment ça va tout le monde?
An accident?
And according to the files,
Attends, je
she
vais
knows
vérifier
you
ce
better
qu'on
than
m'entend.
anybody else.
Rose may be
Hello,
in the
hello?
service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is
Cliquez sur le symbole et parlez
140.96.
directement dans le chat. Comment ça?
I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Non, non, ils n'ont pas le droit de se relever. Ils n'ont pas le droit.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Attends 2 minutes, je suis en train de faire un truc. Je tente quelque chose. C'est quoi le bouton? J'écris un truc à l'envers. Ça va pas aller. Marche pas. Ça marche pas épingler le message. Hein. Ça marche pas. Bah, je laisse comme ça.
What's up, Jack? Hang in there.
Non mais... Mais il est pas tombé! Non mais tu te fous de ma gueule là! Ah! Le mec il tombe même pas quoi! Ah! Ah, les mecs, quand je vous tire dessus, vous tombez, quoi. Il nous le fait à la Metal Gear. Avec l'ascenseur de masque et tout le bordel.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Ah, il est beau sur Xbox. Je me dis pas comment ça va être sur PS5.
Not a chance.
Ça partait le
I'm
blabla.
on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised
On
of
va
shells
s'amuser
1
ici.
and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Je vais le faire moi-même. Que... Ça fait presque 2 heures. Attends, que je... Il faut pas que je touche. Pigeon. Elle faisait du pigeon sur ses balcons. Ça y est, là. Ah oui, il faut passer par là. Ouais, je me souviens. Pareil. Ça part ici. Voilà. Tu es censé avoir une porte là. Il y a une porte normalement là. C'est quoi ces conneries là? Ils enlèvent les portes maintenant dans le jeu. C'est quoi ces conneries?
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the
L'autre, il est en
left
train de
stick in the
m'expliquer ce que je
direction
dois
you
faire
want
dans
to
le jeu.
move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is
Après, on ira sur The Second City, comme d'habitude tous les samedis. Et le soir, ce sera le... Voilà. Mais putain! C'est pas chier, toi!
SEAL Team 10 is in.
Ah, là, t'es cassé couille, toi, 2 minutes, là. Tu peux pas fermer ta gueule et me laisser poser,
You know we
non?
work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need
Il lui a
for
mis du
concern.
scotch, ça.
This operation is under Pentagon's
Je suis là
direct
pour
command,
bosser, moi.
and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Il y a toujours le perroquet dans le jeu, là. Je vais lui envoyer.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Et je sais que je dois aller au nœud. Ouais, c'est reparti le blabla. Qui lui a donné un perroquet?
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
Eh non.
Flatten yourself
Puis en plus, il y a les
against the
4.
wall and hit the
Il y a
punch
toutes les
button.
plaques à récupérer sur les mecs. Je sais plus combien il y en a de plaques exactement.
Freeze!
Voilà. Mais il rouvre encore sa gueule.
I see. Don't leave him lying around. Hide the body as soon as possible. When his comrades come back from the roof, you don't want him being found.
If they do find him, they'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around. You can drag an enemy personnel's body. This is how to do it. First, walk up to the body, and with all weapons deselected, press the weapon button.
L'autre, il est en train de me faire un schéma comment on joue au jeu. Tu m'as pris pour un gamin de 2 ans, quoi, là. J'ai 53 ans. T'es encore dans les couilles de ton père que j'étais en train de jouer des jeux au jeu, quoi. C'est vrai. Succès. Voilà, en prison. En prison, le succès. Allez, enferme un ennemi dans un casier. Que je me fasse le mec qui est en haut. Attends. Il n'y avait pas une affiche sur le truc. Ah, voilà. Je crois que je dois me mettre à ton. Voilà. Ah. Il n'a pas la caméra. Mais putain, la caméra doit se retourner, quoi. Non, tu te fous de ma gueule, fils de pute ta mère, tu te fous de ma gueule. L'autre, il est venu en 2 secondes. En 2 secondes. Il est venu en 2 secondes sur mon chemin, quoi. En 2 secondes. Non, mais faut arrêter les conneries, nos jours. L'autre, il vient en 2 secondes, quoi. Ah, il était au bout de la veille, là. Il est venu en patin à roulette avec des pétards dessus, quoi. Là. Bonjour tout le monde, bonjour, bonjour. Ouais, je t'ai à faire gaffe, là, il y a les siffleurs. Je sais. Non mais arrête de parler. Je suis là pour jouer, moi.
Watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the
je vais pas me
button to clear the
suspendre.
railing and hang over the side.
Je vais flanquer direct,
Once
moi.
there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right. I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the President. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report.
Damn it! Cover the President!
Come in, Alpha Zero.
This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that...
Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the President's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
On a le temps, on va pas se presser. Je vais attendre que l'autre bouge. Ouais, il va bouger sa mère, lui, ou quoi? Il est en train de se faire un café entre deux. On peut pas les jeter comme ça. C'est dommage. Et c'est reparti le blabla. C'est reparti. Vampire.
are you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Get down! Where is he?
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Arrête de déconner.
How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21?
Oh,
That's
il y a
about
des images de
tactical
l'époque.
IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
Ah, je les faisais ça à l'époque.
Grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
Bah, quand j'ai pas fait
That's
gaffe s'ils
far more
l'avaient laissé.
effective than live exercises.
Je sais pas s'ils l'ont laissé dans la collection.
VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
Oh.
What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What
Il y a
is
beaucoup
he?
d'explications
One of
sur
the
le jeu.
members of
Faut le
Dead
lire.
Cell.
Dead
Alors, la
Cell?
patience.
Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government
poseur de
complexes
bombes
for the
aussi.
ultimate
Ouais.
terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years
Il se
ago.
parlait lui-même.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here?
Magnifique.
Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
Dommage que le 1, ils l'ont pas refait.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The President is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plan's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
41.80. J'ai noté. Quoi où j'oublierai.
What's your name?
Normalement, c'est après ça qu'on a le rasoir qu'on peut lui donner.
Raiden. Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
sais plus comment on fait. Il n'y a pas un secret ici que je me souviens plus. Attends. Espèce de secret à la con. Ah, mais ta gueule!
Jack, it's me.
Oh,
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to
oh
save the
là
mission
là.
data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Ah là là, l'autre qui vient me déranger pendant que... C'est bon, on se tape des cinématiques tous les 5 minutes. Ah, c'est bon, là, laissez-moi jouer, quoi.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again.
Ah.
I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important
Les cinématiques, je vais
enough,
m'endormir
and
à
we'll talk
force.
about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Le truc, il est quelque part par là, mais... Tu vois, toi, moi, je le vois pas. Oula. Attends. Je crois qu'il fallait tirer dessus. Bon, si je fais une boulette, c'est pas grave. Mais par contre, j'ai pas envie de me retaper le blabla de l'autre, là.
Jack, do you need to save?
Rose, are you okay?
Yes, thank you. It really scared me at first, but I think I've gotten used to it. I'll be behind you all the
Ah,
way.
je
So
dis, j'ai
don't
pas envie de me
worry.
retaper le blabla de l'autre, elle
Really
part.
are strong.
Quelqu'un peut lui acheter un
Boy,
perroquet, ça va
it's not
l'occuper.
women that are strong. It's me.
Just as long as I can count on you.
Actually, that's not true. It still scares me to death. But I'll be strong. I'll try. For you. Good luck.
Bon, on va tirer dessus, hein, on verra si c'est où.
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Oh non, mais il faut tout refaire. Les mecs, ils savent pas faire des sauvegardes correctes dans un jeu, quoi. Alors, ouais, ça fait qu'on peut pas y toucher pour l'instant. Alors, non, Snake. C'est quoi 141.
He's asleep?
C'est bon, ouais, voilà, c'est parfait, il est enregistré. Pourquoi je me souviens pas comment on fait pour donner le rasoir. C'est un succès, hein. Mais je me souviens plus comment on fait pour lui donner, c'est ça le problème. On va pas tarder. Ah, la petite dame. Miaou. Bonjour madame. C'est quoi ton 06?
What the hell is that?
Come, put me out of my misery.
Jusqu'à 13h.
This is
Et
impossible.
après,
Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
Queen.
Don't let them take the president! Ready grenades!
ça marchera pas qu'on raid. Il faut du shaft. Il faut détruire son bouclier d'abord. Coucou, Lulu, comment tu vas?
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Ouais, je commence à récupérer. J'ai moins froid qu'avant. Je crois que ça commence à aller.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, We know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations.
Ah, il est presque fini de construire le clair à côté de chez nous. Ah, ils sont en train de construire un magasin de Leclerc. Ça va faire du bien, on peut faire des kilomètres pour y aller.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Voilà, désolé, faut pas utiliser. Hein. Toujours le truc des shots. Enfin, je me souviens plus si c'est les shots à droite ou si c'est les shots à gauche. Il y a un truc caché dans la toiture. Coucou. Voilà. Donc la photo se fasse. Ça, je la mettrai sur Twitter. Voilà. Voilà, elle est là. Bonjour. Voilà. Par contre, on n'a toujours pas l'appareil photo. C'est dommage. On va faire une sauvegarde. Hop là.
Jack, do you need to save?
J'ai pas envie de m'en taper tout.
Jack, when you get home, let's have a homecoming party. Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll make dinner. Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster? I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too. Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make a reservation. Promise me you'll come back safely.
Don't worry.
On peut pas y aller parce que je n'ai pas encore la carte. Et c'est reparti une cinématique. Je vous dis, vous allez nous en taper des fois.
Freeze!
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Nav Scolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much.
Bon.
You won't actually be
C'est le truc que j'aime pas faire dans les jeux,
That's
c'est
not
ça.
for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
J'en ai vu une tout à l'heure quand j'étais derrière. Quand on retourne en arrière.
This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any
Je retourne en arrière des fois, dès qu'on va
visually.
première bombe qu'on
Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep
pas
out of the
stressé.
enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
C'est reparti.
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south.
Ah, désolé, hein.
There should be
Si
packets
ça
of
prend du temps.
C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity
Je veux
out.
dire, vous allez en bouffer des cinématiques.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Take this.
What's this?
Security card, issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Raiden, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all-access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The two of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Regardez la fiche qu'il y a derrière. Allez, petit cochon.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
140.
I'll see you later.
Le stylo. 140.
Semper Fi.
140. Quand il a dit quoi? 25. Hein.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones.
J'ai des courses à faire, moi.
And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And who dares wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Arrivé à 13h, on n'a même pas encore avancé sur
Is he one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you. Just take care of those bombs for now.
En même temps, sauter 50 000 fois avec vos gars.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here.
Putain, j'ai pris mon traitement, bordel.
Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Et je peux avoir la main? Parce que ça fait 20 minutes là. Quand même. Il y avait des trucs cachés sous la table. Voilà, je me souviens. Voilà. Elle est là. Putain. Ça marche pas. J'appuie sur le bouton, ça veut pas. Il y a un problème, le jeu. Le jeu a un problème. Normalement, c'est A pour appuyer, bordel de merde.
Raiden here. I took care of the C4 in Strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far, we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Voilà. Ensuite, on va faire la sauvegarde. Oh. Ouais, ça va.
Jack, is that you?
Bah, dépêche-toi, j'ai envie d'aller au shot, moi. Ça fait 20 minutes que tu me fais attendre. Là. Bon, moi, je vais aller faire ce que j'ai à faire. Alors, normalement, ça fait 2 heures.
Jack, it must be so nerve-wracking to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Good time, espèce d'abruti de machine.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's just that I've never been trained in this stuff.
You okay?
Voilà.
Are you feeling well?
Oh, on a fait 8 minutes de plus, tout ça à cause des autres qui partent tous les 5 minutes.
But I'm okay. It's not like I'm in this alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What do you think about when you're diffusing those things?
I don't think so much as remember, and I know that I need to resist that and keep my mind blank. I can't let myself be overwhelmed by the fear.
So, am I a part of what you try not to remember? I was just kidding, but I guess this isn't a good time for that.
No, it is, and I do think about you. I'm trying to remember what's so special about April 30th.
Any success?
No, not yet.
You need to stay alive so you can.
Okay, that's a deal.
Non. Bon, merci à Lulu, merci aux gens qui sont passés, merci à ceux qui ont regardé dans l'ombre, merci à tous, prenez soin de vous. Je vous dis dans la journée, ce sera The City sur YouTube, et ce soir, ce sera The Rival Reading 2. Voilà. Sinon, bonne fin de journée, prenez soin de vous, voilà. De rien, bisous. Voilà. Désolé pour toutes les cinématiques qu'il y a eu. On a passé plus de temps dans les cinématiques à jouer, quoi. Voilà. Allez, prenez soin de vous. Je vous dis à tout à l'heure. Moi, je vais faire ce que j'ai à faire. Dès que je suis rentré, hop, on se fait the City. Allez. Je vous dis à tout à l'heure. Prenez soin de vous. Allez, dépêche-toi, le truc. Hop là. Allez, bisous, à tout à l'heure, prenez soin de vous, au revoir.